Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Amateur Hour, and we're going to continue with our Islanders gameplay. Now, as you can see, this is right where we left off last time, so I'm going to go ahead and click Next Island and get started. Hopefully we get some new buildings, some new settlements, some new stuff we can look at, and as you can see, we're going to get a completely brand new island. And it is very different than the last one. So we're going to go ahead and start out like last time, and right off the bat we're getting new stuff. I'm going to start off with this brick industry. It comes with brickyard and a sand pit, and on this island that's going to be a lot of really good stuff. So right here, the sand pit, you get a base score of 9, and you only lose points if there are more sand pits in range. However, you can also only place them on sand. So you can't put them up here, I couldn't put them over here, I can only put them on sand. I'm going to start my sand pits over here because they've got a very wide range, so I can be within range of that statue that's right here. So we'll turn the camera, we'll pop this one right here, we'll pop this one over here, see if we can get 12 points for it as well, maybe over here. Oh, here we go, 12 points here, then we get one of these, put him or her up here, right there, and we're on a good start. So let's go ahead and see what we get next. Masons. We're getting a lot of new stuff already. So a mason is great for when you have a lot of sand pits and a lot of cliff faces. Because masons, they cannot be placed on flat ground. You have to place them on cliff faces. And they get points for being next to brick industries. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one right here and get a free 16 points. We have more sand pits to place down. So I'm going to put this one right here. I'm going to try to get that brick building and the statue at as many of these as possible. So I'm going to move this over here so I can get 12 points. I'll put this one over here where I get 9 points. And now I'm starting to lose points pretty significantly, but I'll put this one here, and I'll put this one... I'll put this one right here. It's only 3 points, but hey. Well, actually, I'll just put it over here and just get the flat rate of 9. And then we can put another brick industry building right here and get 17 points for it. There aren't really many trees in places where a lumber pack would be helpful, so I'm going to go with a city pack really early on this game. I see a lot of these little clovers, and last episode we talked about how those are good for shamans. I'm going to really try not to cover any of those up with the city stuff. So I'm going to put the city center... Let's see. I'm going to put the city center right here. And that might be weird, but I wanted to get both the mason and the statue. And now I'm going to start building houses around it. The houses are generally smaller than the mansions, and I don't necessarily want to fill that space up down there. I'm going to put the mansions, however, I'm going to save the mansions. Now we'll go with the farming pack, since, like I said, I'm kind of going to avoid that lumber pack as long as I can. So we'll put these houses down here really fast, just kind of flop them down. We'll place our mill. I'm going to put the mill up here and have it facing this way. And then I'm going to put one of these right here and then put another one right here. This island's kind of weird for the stuff. Brewing pack. All right. So the brewing pack can go on the beach. That's going to be very helpful because there's not much room on non-sand surfaces right now. So we'll put the brewing pack right here. And then we'll go ahead and put the hops field right next to it, just like last time. So I'm going to start placing fields over here. Just kind of fill this up over here. Put another one of these down right here. And try to get maybe 2 of them with another brick industry building right there. As you can see, now I'm going to have to place my mansions. I'm going to go ahead and build a little beachfront community over here. The problem is, I don't know how many points I can get from actually doing that. I'm going to say, actually, probably I'm going to build these up here. At least one of them, maybe 2. We're going to cram as many as we can right here. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be there. And we'll put one mansion down here Hopefully they don't mind being with the common folk. The mansion in a suburb. Yeah, I can't even reach the city center. Yeah, I can't reach the city center anywhere. Is there anything up here it can reach? No, we'll keep that one for later. Shaman! Here we go. Like last time I said, shamans are my favorite. And like I said, we're going to get a ton of points for this shaman because of how many clovers are down here. 57 points if we place him down right there. Although, he gets points for being next to statues, temples, flowers, and seaweed fields. We don't have any seaweed fields, but 57 points is still 57 points. And right now, we're kind of struggling for points because of how little ground space there is. So I'm going to go ahead and take this shaman, get 57 points for him. I might be able to get more. 60. We're going to get 60 points for this shaman and pop him down right there. That's why I love shamans. You can get so many points early on. It's great. So we'll go ahead and hit the plus. We'll get a fisher because we don't have a lot of room on the ground, but we have a lot of ocean. Now we have another mason we can put down right over here. Get 22 points for this mason. Mainly because we're not touching that mason on the other side of the cliff face. So put that right there. And the fields are starting to become a little overwhelming. I'm going to not put any fields down. We'll put these fishermen down. So we'll put one of them on this side. And maybe on this side we can get the same amount of 13 points for this one. And we have another shaman. Now, last time I mentioned, shamans lose a lot of points for being next to other shamans. However, there's so many clovers here, I can still manage to get 47 points right next door to another shaman. And now we have a little place to start building our mansion community. We just unlocked the next island, but I'm going to keep going for just a second. We're going to put these mansions down right here and just build them up. I feel bad for these shamans. They built in such a peaceful location and then I just come in and destroy it. Double up, we'll get a fountain, which a fountain I don't believe I showed you last episode. You place it next to mansions and you get a lot of points. You can get a lot of points placing them next to houses and to the city center, however. So we're going to put this one over here. We'll put a hop field down right here. We'll place these last two fishermen down. And then I think I'm going to leave this episode off because I don't want to overdo this series. I don't want to overdo any islands on the way towards getting to the next island. However, this one was a lot of fun. I love the sandy islands because they kind of make it... You have to think a lot more about what's going on. And I'm going to leave this episode off once I place these huts down. Huts give a lot of points if you're next to a city center or a shaman. But if they're next to anything else, they start getting negatives. So I'm going to put this hut right here. The benefit to a hut is it's very small. It can fit in a lot of little places where maybe you wouldn't think anything else could fit. I'll go ahead and put this brewing field, this hops field down, another mansion, just ruin these shamans' day. Put a house over here. Give these guys a city center because why not? And I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Amateur Hour. Next episode, we're going to move on to the next island. Peace.